Hey, what's up, y'all? Okay, real quick. First of all, it's hot than a mug out here. I'm out here cutting the grass, and as I'm out here cutting the grass, you know, a lot of times when I cut, it's a time for like what I call passive meditation. It's kind of like you're meditating and receiving messages while actively doing something, right? Same thing when like doing chores or arts and crafts, like if you're creating things and making things, when I'm sewing, these are all good times that passive meditation happens. I don't know if passive meditation is a thing, that's just what I call it. Actively doing something and receiving downloads simultaneously. So this message is mainly for those who are spiritual teachers and those who are messengers, okay? Messengers, people who tend to receive messages for others that they need to share with them for their, growth. And so in the last maybe month or so, I have came across a few messengers and teachers who have had trouble with people receiving the message or receiving the teachings. And so I want to make sure that I give a disclaimer that what I'm about to say is with good intentions and in love, but it just needs to be said, okay? As a teacher and a messenger, our job is to allow the divine to use us as a vessel to teach and or give that message. We have to be careful with making sure we don't put ourselves in a position where we dictate the outcome of the message, or we dictate the outcome of the teachings that was given. Forgive me if me walking around is, bothering you. So when there's a teaching that the divine uses you for to teach others and to step into their purpose, or whether it's using your gifts, or even if it's a teaching just in general, like if you were teaching someone something associated with like arts and crafts. As divine teachers, we teach and we allow them to apply those teachings how they see fit and not how we see it fit for them. So in other words, if I teach you something, how you apply it is going to be between you, your higher self, and your divine ancestors, because even culturally, our ancestors may have us do things a certain way that resonates with us because of the culture or because of how you did it maybe in a past life. So by doing it a certain way, the work that you're doing will be more pure, authentic, and in some cases even more amplified, because you're doing it the way your higher self or your ancestors showed you, because they know you, your higher self knows you, and they know what works best for you. So again, as teachers, we have to detach ourselves from how they apply it. We have to detach ourselves from judging how they apply it, and allow them to apply it how they see fit. If you have taught someone and you know that the intentions behind your teachings were good, they were pure, they were divine led, then allow that person to go out there and do it how they do it. Even if you look and you say to yourself, okay, that's not what I taught them. They may be doing something that may be dark or malevolent or something like that. Again, if you taught them, Spirit will have a way of bringing the lesson back around to them. Spirit will have their ways of bringing what was taught to them to remind them what they had learned. And so, again, my message for the teachers is, again, when you teach, allow them to apply it as they see fit, because we don't want to dictate someone else's spiritual journey. We don't want to do that. We can't do that. And if you attempt to dictate someone else's spiritual journey, you will get rejection from them. You will get rebellion from them, because again, it is not our place to tell them how to be. Okay? Same thing with the messengers, right? If you're a messenger, you give the message and you allow them to process that message, and then you have to allow them to apply that message how it fits them, their own personality, their own spirit, their own higher self, inner self, their ancestors. You have to allow them to process that message and apply it. So sometimes even as messengers, well, we give the message and we want to see results in them from that message right away. We want to see those results right away. And when we do that, again, most of the time this is happening subconsciously. There's no malevolent intentions. There's no ill intentions. It's just because we want to see the good in the person we gave the message to. So we want to see the results of that message immediately, and we don't allow those individuals to be able to process it and be able to allow spirit to show them how to apply the message they was given, right? Now, when I'm talking about this, I want to make sure I'm not giving this message isn't directed towards anyone specific, okay? This is just what I have observed, over the last month or so. So we give them message, we let them process it, we let them go about their way, and we detach ourselves from how they apply that message. We detach ourselves from how they process that message. And so for those who are teachers and messengers, I hope you receive this message with unconditional love, and know that I am also speaking from my own experience, because I have also been in a place before where I found myself wanting to see results, in a message or a teaching that I had given. And so, again, over time, I just learned when we do that, subconsciously, we find ourselves dictating somebody else's growth, and they have to do it they have to do it according to how they feel, and definitely they have to do it according to their own pace. The time limit on how somebody receive a message and apply it is not set in stone. When they receive that message, however long it takes them to apply it, if they even decide to apply it, that's not on us either. We have nothing to do with that. However whenever they decide to apply that message, there's no specific time frame that's supposed to happen. It just happens when it happens for them. And so again, let's make sure we are not consciously or subconsciously dictating other people's spiritual growths and their growth in their life in general. So I'm going to get back in this yard, soak up some of this sun while I'm out here to get this healing. And I love you all. I hope y'all have a blessed day, and I will talk to y'all later.